Japan Airlines. When I think about you, I think of the words class, style, elegance. You see, I've dreamt of flying first class with you for the longest time. I'm visualizing amazing dining experiences, luxuries, and of course your signature world-class flight service. Can't believe this dream is about to come true today, and I can't wait to tell everyone all about it. Let's go! Today's magical journey starts in Japan Airlines' first-class lounge in Tokyo, Haneda. Simply put, this is one of the most elegant lounges you'll find anywhere in the world. The Japanese and minimalist Zen influence here is very clear. Stunningly stylish yet simple, airy and bright, but still highly functional with a large number of seating areas across 2 floors. If you prefer privacy, I'd recommend the second floor, as I'm not sure too many people even know it exists. Of course, no first-class lounge would be complete without a shower. This one is in a basic bathroom but clean, and also stocked with products from what I believe is a popular Japanese brand called Kosei Pradia. Now, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce you to a special area in the lounge called the Red Suite. You have several rooms, aviation theme rooms, unique memorabilia, timeless pieces, and of course reminders of Japan Airlines' rich history. The Red Suite also features a thoughtfully decorated game room, but my absolute favorite is a champagne and sake bar. This epitomizes the classiness I've always known Japan Airlines for. My dream of being a first-class passenger finally comes true today, and while I have this luxurious room all to myself, I decided to kick back, cherish this experience, and enjoy a drink, or 2, or 3. And would you believe it? This lounge even has its own sushi bar. Unfortunately, this is still closed due to COVID. The natural vibe and decor has me feeling like I've died from uni and otoro overload and gone to omakase heaven. This truly is one of those moments in life you just know you'll remember forever. I know I have a big flight feast coming up, but I'm not the kind of guy who turns down premium quality first-class lounge food. Scanning a QR code shows you the a la carte menu, and naturally my first order had to be the traditional Japanese meal set. This includes tamago, radish, mackerel, seaweed, and hijiki. I also ordered some sushi. This is amberjack, salmon, and tamago, and dear goodness, as a self-certified sushi snob, I was super surprised by how amazingly fresh and high quality these pieces were. Impressive. Well folks, that wraps up my awesome first-class lounge experience, as it is now time to head to the gate to catch my flight on Japan Airlines' 777-300. At this point, I feel the butterflies raging in my stomach now, and I still can't believe I'm finally flying first class on Japan Airlines. And welcome everyone to Japan Airlines' 777-300. Today I'm in a first class cabin with 2 rows in a 1-2-1 configuration, and my home for the next 10 hours is seat 2 Kilo. My first overall impression was, wow, this is truly classic. If you prefer modern and contemporary, I'm sorry, this is not for you. But as someone who appreciates vintage experiences, I consider this suite as sophisticated and elegant. Let's take a closer look at the seat. 5 words, plush on plush on plush. As for the seat controls, plenty of ways to configure to your liking. Having a bad back, I particularly like the lumbar support options. Storage-wise, you'll have more than you need. To your immediate right is a deep well. Further ahead is another slot which also contains your outlets and USB port, and directly in front of you is the large areas for bags and such. With this large tray table, I've never seen anything like this before, but I love how much range there is to slide this forward and back. All in all, the hard product is everything I expected it to be. I'm super excited to get the show on the road with this welcome champagne. This is not the $1,000 bottle, not yet, but I'm disappointed to report that this glass fell a bit flat. Like literally. Alright, let's cover the pre-flight rituals. In this case, a cold towel service, my usual slipper switcheroo, and of course the obligatory safety video before pushback and takeoff. Let's check out the Amenity Kit, which comes in a bag made by Zero Halliburton. Inside it, you'll find a wide variety of basic-looking dental, skin, and sleeping kits, but what I really care about most is this Shiseido skincare set here, which retails for about $75 US. Time for the IFE review. We have a sleek headset here from Panasonic. I love the design, and fit plus comfort-wise, this was top-notch. The remote was not. This was hard for me to use, and with the IFE screen being so far away from your seat, I wasn't able to scroll via touchscreen either. Here's a quick run-through of the wine list. I spot-checked some of the prices of the reds and whites. They run between $50 to $100 bottles. We also have sake and sochu choices, and premium teas, and of course, non-alcoholic beverages. And now for the food menu, which was put together by this all-star cast of popular chefs specifically for Japan Airlines. For today's meal, you can choose from one of two sets, Japanese or Western. And then the next page after that, you also have a huge number of options as far as snacks, noodles, and meal sets that you can order throughout the flight. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Japan Airlines' award-winning meal service. First, a pour from a legendary $1,000 bottle of Champagne Salon. Old, but a still radiantly bright sip of luxury. And fantastically refreshing crab and tuna bites to pair with it. Next is what the menu describes as a seasonal 5 colorful delicacies, but I call these bites of heaven. Unagi, a deliciously piece of horsehead snapper, a ridiculously fresh seared lobster, wagyu with mushrooms dancing with deep flavors, and finally mackerel with truffle sauce. The progression of flavors going from left to right was quite an experience. My favorite was the seared lobster. Next, egg tofu with crab, set in the clearest dashi stock you'll ever see in your life. Looks like a masterpiece, tastes exactly how it looks. Next, I'm dead if this blowfish isn't prepared properly, but that doesn't matter since I'm already in heaven with this jelly top of caviar and tofu skin. I'm not exaggerating, that had to be the best bite I've ever had in my life. Time for the main course, which includes rice with roe, pickles, snapper with mushrooms, and mustard greens. And finally, miso soup. What I appreciate here is the play and thoughtfulness on the different combination of flavors. It's as if these world-class chefs have personally known my palate all their lives. Lastly, the dessert, which includes persimmons and grape sherbet in a cream cheese sauce, accompanied with rum jelly as well. This dessert didn't blow me away, but the overall meal is a culinary journey I'm sure I'll never forget. Time to get ready for bed, so let's check out the loo. Overall size is average, love the dark color scheme, and nice that it's fully stocked with dental kits, lotion, and perfume. Favorite features here though is the bidet, and these pullouts, which I guess allows you to change into PJs without having to touch the bathroom floor or toilet seat. Speaking of PJs, time for the good old switcheroo. And while I was away, the kind FA prepared my bed. The extra comfy mattress pad was the highlight here, but honorable mention definitely goes to the velvety and super squishy pillow as well. I hate to compare, but this whole bed setup handily beats Emirates' first class. Rise and shine with this beautiful French press coffee setup. And now on to my next luxurious meal. For this round, I went with the izakaya style chicken with tamago, and to my right is marbled matsusaka beef. These dishes were packed with flavors, especially the chicken skewers, and all of that I enjoyed with this $350 bottle of Hibiki whiskey. It's so awesome to me how Japan Airlines' high quality food standards even applies to snacks. So I got in some work after that, watched the movie, then walked around the galley. What you'll find there, surprise surprise, are more simple and elegant decor and touches. Japan Airlines, you are too classy and I appreciate that. Before my final meal, it's important for me to give a shout out to the FAs. Every greeting, question, interaction was polite and bright. They were also highly attentive, checked in regularly to see if I was okay, and quickly anticipated needs such as simple drink refills. After experiencing this flight, there's absolutely no question to me whatsoever that JAL truly deserves the prestige and recognition from their 5-star awards. For my last meal, we have rice, mackerel, Japanese pickles, and miso soup. The mackerel was, of course, the star and was cooked perfectly. Again, I'm left wondering, how the heck is it possible to get such a fine dining experience at 35,000 feet? Japan Airlines, you are simply unbelievable. Sadly, this flight has an ending destination, so it's time to prepare for landing in Chicago O'Hare. Here are the highlights from today's journey. First, the classiness I always thought would come with the Japan Airlines first class experience. Well, I can confirm that's very real, and I enjoyed every single second of it. Next, the meal service. Out of this world. They say your taste buds are supposed to be less effective in high altitudes. Well, I guess Japan Airlines didn't get that memo. Of course, the service with the meal was also world class, as was the service throughout this long 10-hour flight. There is one feedback I'll share, which I've communicated directly with JAL. The oopsies with the champagne was such a bummer. This sounds snooty even as I'm recording myself saying this, but hey, when you're using a ton of points or paying good money for first class, champagne is such a big piece of that experience. Being served with a bubbleless glass of welcome champagne, and also only having one bottle of the champagne salon for everyone during the flight, it was a little bit of a letdown. Outside of that one wrinkle though, this is as good of a first class experience as I think I'll ever see in my life. I've dreamed about taking Japan Airlines for the longest time, and I'm humbled and grateful to finally experience it in their 777-300. Well, that's my review for today, folks, and hope to see you next time.